What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm your host, the Dread Pirate Space Buns, and today it's going to be a little bit. I'm hoping I can keep this brief and short and also make sense. That's what we're going for here, but it's a little different than usual because I don't really have anything to put here, and even if I do have something to put here, this needs explanation. Because this is just something that I say and a piece of advice that I give to friends or people that I care about and know when things are getting hard and when, you're kind of at that downslope. And okay, so we're just going to go into this because I'm a little nervous because I realize how ultimately ridiculous this all sounds, but in the end, it makes a certain amount of sense, and most people find it surprisingly uplifting, so I hope you do too. But here it is, okay? We're just gonna do this. Life is like a bouncy ball. It goes up, it goes down, but it always comes back up. And yes, I am aware that the bouncy ball continues to then go back down and back up, and it does that. I know, but that's kind of the point, is that the bouncy ball goes up and down, and so does life. You can compare it to a roller coaster. You can really compare it to whatever you like. I'm gonna level with you guys. I really have no idea why the bouncy ball was that was my thing, but me and bouncy balls get along pretty well still to this day. I will just say I be chasing them, but that's not the point. The point is that it is kind of true. Life will always go up and down. You will have better points. You will have points where you feel worse. I still do to this day have points where I'm just wow, I'm really not feeling this, or I'm really not feeling me, or whatever the case may be. I know it's something that people just kind of express on the regular. Even if they're relatively happy people, even happy people still go up and down and up and down. We have bad days too. And I don't know, I've always just kind of thought this serves as that solid reminder that realistically, no matter what, life is the bouncy ball. You're going to come back up if you're at a down slope. And hey, if you're at a good slope and an upslope, just brace yourself because something will happen. It may not be now, it may not be next week or next year even. It could be a couple years down the road. But don't think that just because you made it to a good place or you found this vibe or whatever, we are all in it for what life has to offer. Up and down. So just be ready for it. Just know that, well, it might happen. My car might break down, or trying to think of other random nonsensical bad thing that might happen, but also not trying to curse myself with anything bad happening to me. You know the tricky position that I'm in. But again, I also acknowledge that more than likely something's gonna happen. Trying to sit and guess at what that something is isn't worth the time either. I mean, honestly, you could probably guess, I don't know, millions of possibilities of outcomes and still not even guess right. Because that's just how life is. Life's got a stacked deck, and we don't know what it has. So, yeah, in my weird way, because I'm weird and I'm me. Hey! Anyways, I am hoping that if you find yourself at a bad time and you're watching this, I hope that this does help you at least get through. At least see it through till tomorrow, when it's a brand new day with brand new opportunities and the opportunity for things to go better. And if it's not the next day, boy, I hope that you are willing to fight until it is. Because sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes it takes saying to yourself, you know what? No. And saying to life, saying to the universe, and whatever it is that makes things go the way that it go, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever, that thing is what we need to talk to. And we need to be no, you know what? I understand who I am. I know what I am, and I know what I deserve. And I'm going to demand that I get what I deserve. And that doesn't have to be being rude or saying rude things. That can be like, no, no, no. I'm going to start making myself a priority. I'm going to start figuring out my goals and making my goals happen. I'm going to start taking care of things that I want to take care of. It can be all sorts of things. You don't have to do that forcefully or being mean to anybody else, just saying that now. But that can also just be, just doing things for yourself that feel good, that you need to do, to make yourself feel like you're actually getting that power back, taking that back, being strong and feeling better. And once you do that, you never stop working for it. Because honestly, if there's anything I've come to realize, it's that that's what life is. I mean, you can't say it's not work for the bouncy ball. I don't know a whole lot about physics, and I know that some of you do, and you love to mess with me because you know that I don't know physics, but I'm going to try a little bit for you, and I at least know that there's resistance. Gosh, I hope that's what it's called when the bouncy ball goes back up, because the gravity is pushing down. And trust me, for as much as I don't know where gravity's at or how it's affecting me, I sure do know it's a thing. It's a thing. But I know it's a thing that also affects the bouncy ball in similar ways to that it affects me and pushes me to the ground when I do stupid things. So the bouncy ball's working hard to get back up, yo. So work hard like that bouncy ball and get back up. And never stop getting back up. I mean, the Energizer Bunny didn't stop, did he? It's kind of like a bouncy ball. I'm trying to make that connection, but the best connection I got is that a drum and a bouncy ball, they kind of beat, but yeah. So, I make terrible jokes and I don't even know why. Anyways. Alright. Really. I hope that really, if you're finding yourself at a rough place, that you at least know that yes, one day it will get better, and that it is worth working for, it is worth trying for, it is worth believing in, and making sure it happens. Because I'll say this as much as I always say it, I'm sure I say it, and I don't know, I say it too much. The point is that it's your story, it's your movie, it's your book to be written. You get to decide if that next chapter is you fighting tooth and nail for your dreams to happen, or if that next chapter is going to be just doing what you do because you're comfortable. But if you're not comfortable, don't do what you do. Find yourself something better, because you always can. Honestly, always. You're never too old, you're never too far, you're never too whatever. You got this. You just gotta believe you do. And trust and believe me, I believe you do. Because honestly, I am such a person for inspirational stories. I mean, go figure, right? But also, I've heard quite a few of them myself where people have like just seriously picked themselves up from nothing, from rock bottom, and gotten somewhere. And I will tell you guys that, like, I'm hustling, I'm working, I'm trying to figure this out, I'm doing the best that I can here. And yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, and I know like where to figure some things out, but like, I'm still working to make my dreams happen. And as I've told some of you, I'm nearing the age where I need to get on my Phoebe bucket list, if you know what I mean. But that doesn't dissuade me from getting this done. And yeah, that is part of my Phoebe bucket list, is making my dreams happen, boo. So you go make yours happen. Whatever that is. You make whatever dream life you have happen. Make yourself happy. Believe that you deserve it. And never forget that if you're down, life is like a bouncy ball. It goes up, it goes down. But most importantly, it always goes back up, guys. thank you for enduring what is probably a kind of painful rant, because Space Buns has her own quotes now. Yeah, I know, they're just as bad as my jokes. Space Buns out.